All right, we're live. We're tape delayed.
Live tape delayed.
We are broadcasting from the All-American Sports Mall in St. Louis, Missouri. It's the Mavs and the Afton American. I always think of Afton, I think of Aflac, that duck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? An impressive hockey city. They says they had 6 players taken in the first round of the NHL draft this year. That says a lot about St. Louis hockey.
Yeah, I know it does. It does.
We're just inside the Belt Loop here. 9.6 miles from downtown. 7.7 miles from Ragassi's, if anyone's
Inside the belt loop. We're going to have to tighten the belt a little bit, or loosen the belt after tonight, as the case may be.
Hopefully that's from the beer and not because it's hot air is building up from the game.
We have an interesting vantage point. We're actually almost suspended over the rink. We call it the bird's nest.
The scarecrow nest.
The scarecrow
Cheers,
nest.
everybody.
Cheers. Yeah, we'll be dropping beers on the ice, and there could be all kinds of fodder tonight.
The first period's brought to you by
Mick Golden Light, yeah.
Preferred beer with the Mavs double-A parent. Old-time hockey, right, Rob?
Old time hockey, that's right. Old time hockey. And it's just convenient that we have a open bar about 50 feet from our vantage point, so there will not be a shortage of alcohol, at least not during the game.
Fortunately, the organist forgot to show up tonight, so we don't have to.
Probably looking for a toupee. Well, that's the announcer.
Yeah.
I'd say we got a sellout tonight. A good.
There's no light bulbs in the
No
working.
real estate on the
lights
front
over
rail
there.
here. Everything's
Yeah.
taken.
Everyone gets a front row seat here. We have a crowd of about 60. Okay.
Boy, will those players hear the parents tonight, huh, Rob?
Yeah, we can hear everything. We'll be able to hear Coach DeCola. Maybe we don't want to hear him. I have to censor him. I have to do the beep.
Look, here's something.
Okay, a little change in. Yeah, they are coming out with the with Eric at center, wings of Griffin and Anthony. So I think the Coach Mike wants to try to get on the board first, and here's Anthony with the puck off the draw, skates it into the zone, a shot from the circle, and he scores! 7 seconds into the game. Well, they wanted to get on the board early, and they did. 7 seconds into the game.
What's Eric doing? Playing second? You can't get nothing by this. I'm like a steel trap here.
I know. Well, the announcers are all over it tonight. So Anthony gets the goal. 7 seconds into the game, and the Mavs take a quick 1-0 lead. And now here's Afton off the face-off. Here's number 40 with a shot. He hits the crossbar, and the puck went up off the netting, and they finally do blow the whistle.
Yeah.
They didn't miss that puck going in the net, did they, Rob?
No, not that one. We almost had 2 goals in the first 15 seconds. And,
Yeah, theirs was 2 inches from going in.
yeah. So the face-off will come outside the zone.
Look at this dark spot in the middle of the rink there. They've got 2 of their big light bulbs out.
Yeah.
This is weird.
So off the face-off, it's controlled by Afton. It's number 25. He takes a shot that's wide. That hits off Zach's stick. Eric tries to play it ahead. Chips it ahead for Tristan. Tristan, his pass was sent right to the middle off a deflection. Michael tries to gather it up there. Sends it
Still in the zone.
out to the
Still
zone.
in the zone.
Still in the zone. Number 10 has it. He takes a shot. That bounces up. That Zach handles it. Leaves it for Eric. Eric plays it up around the boards. Tristan will take it there. Tristan ahead on the breakout. Too far for Harry. Harry gets it off an interception though. We'll send it back in deep. And we have a whistle as the play was offside. And I'm telling you, you got to watch number 16. He's a bit of a goon.
I'm glad to see Zach skating around. He looks a little bit rusty.
Yeah, well, he got lucky on the first one. He got the goalpost, or the goalie's friendliest sound, the goalpost.
Let's go, Matt! Skate it up!
Griffin has it. Griffin will send it into the zone. It's sent back out, held in by Griffin. Griffin fights for it. Cam plays it ahead to Griffin. Griffin gets it to Kellen. Kellen in the corner, spins around, tries to get, Buck loses it now. 71 has it for Afton, plays it up the boards. It's held in momentarily, but they can, but now cleared out. Jack steps in to send it back in. But it's quickly set back to center, and here comes Afton, number 44. He'll carry it into the zone. Fans on a shot. Now just feathers it down into the corner. Jack takes it behind the net, plays it up ahead, tries to clear it out, but it's held in by 36. He sends it back into the corner. Here's a centering attempt. That went through several players. It comes back on the point. Here's a shot right into the breadbasket of Zach, and he'll hang on, and we'll have a face-off to his left. 10:14 to play, opening period, and the Mavs have the 1-0 lead. Afton controls the face-off at 71. He'll send it into the corner. 83 gives chase there, but Eric gets there first. Plays it ahead for Ethan. Ethan gets it ahead for Anthony. Anthony off the boards. Chases after it into the zone, but 71 will chip it back into the point. Ethan plays it ahead. Ethan and Anthony fighting for the puck. Here's Anthony with it. Shoots it. Hits it after the player. Comes back to Anthony. George will get it there. He'll try to send it in deep, but that's blocked. And here comes 17 back for Afton. Spins around. Loses it to George. 17 gets it again. Runs right over Eric. Ethan rather, chips it out of the zone. 81 picks it back up for Afton. 68 with the puck. Into the corner, tries to center it. Anthony steps in to take the puck. Anthony and 68 fighting for it. Anthony tries to play it ahead for Ethan, but 68 will take it. Sends it back around behind the net.
A move.
A race for the puck. 15-25 gets there first for Afton. Sends it back to 36. 36 will throw it in toward the net. That was blocked. 25 gets it. 25 has it taken away by Anthony. Anthony will play it ahead to center. But it's sent right back in toward the zone. Here's number 40, tries to play it off the boards. Does. Here's number 40 with the puck. Right in on Zach. A nice save by Zach. A centering pass. Nobody there to take it for Afton. Here come the Mavs trying to get out of the zone. Tristan plays it ahead. A race for the puck. But 36 will get there first ahead of Harry. Mavs able to keep it in the zone though. Michael stepping in. Battles for it along the puck. Puck comes out to Michael. Michael trying to get a shot off. But a good defense there by 28 to prevent the shot. Puck comes along the sideboard, still in the zone. Afton now able to get it out. This is 47 with it, trying to get possession of it. Carries it into the zone and sends it around behind the net. Zach plays it back there for Jack. Jack will skate it out from behind his neck. Passes ahead for Harry. That's too far for him. And Afton will send it right back into the zone. Battle for the puck in the zone. Michael comes in and runs over 16. No call. Puck comes around behind the net. 83 picks it up. He banks it off the boards. Puck behind the net. Cam has it. Cam has it with the puck. He's trying to stick handle his way out. Passes it ahead for Harry. Harry's able to get it out to center. There's Michael trying to steal the puck at center. Does a good job and forces the puck back into the zone where it's sent back out. And Jack will chase it down back in his own zone. Nice pass ahead to Eric. Eric couldn't control the puck though, and here's a turnover. But 16 was in offside, so we'll have him face off outside the zone.
Nice pass! Way to hit him on the stick.
Kellen takes the draw, he'll win it. Sends it back to Eric. Eric lost it momentarily, but gets it back. Plays it ahead for Sam. Sam loses it in the zone, but it comes over to Griffin. Griffin ahead to Kellen. Kellen couldn't control it.
No!
And this will be icing.
That was not icing!
And you heard David Winkler call it.
He's 3 feet over the red line!
Well, a good 2.5 anyways.
I thought this was a hockey town!
Here's Sam trying to split the defense, unable to do so. Afton trying to get it back in, but it's offside as number 17 was still in the zone. Both teams will change lines.
Yeah,
Bring out some fresh legs.
Everybody who's watching this, it looks like I'm standing on top of the rink here.
Well, we kind of are. Into the zone is number 40. He lost the puck. Goes to 25. 25 falls down. Tries to get it back to his point. Here's 71 with a shot, but that was blocked by Jackson. It's tipped ahead. Ethan picks it up. Here's Ethan and George. Ethan to George. George carries it into the zone. Tries to get it around the defender. George picks it back up in the corner. Comes back to the point. Jackson able to hold it in. Sends it around behind the net where 71 has it. 71 plays it up the boards. And it'll be carried out by number 40. Here comes Afton on a 3-on-2. Here's 83 with the puck. 83 in. His shot was blocked and goes behind the net. It's sent up around the board. Here's George giving chase. George able to poke it ahead. The 38 was back on defense. 38 and Anthony trying to fight for the puck. George steps in there to dig at it. Anthony comes away with it. And Anthony had Ethan wide open cutting toward the net, but he couldn't control it. Afton sends it back to the point. Able to bring it out of the zone. Here's number 40. Number 40 in. Had a poke checked away on a nice play by Jack. Puck sent back to center. 46 has it. He sends it in, but it was offside. As number 40 was not able to get out of the zone in time. 6:01 to play in the first period. Mavs lead it 1-0.
I don't know why they're doing their offside at the red line.
Yeah. Off the draw, fight for the puck. Tristan tries to send it up to Harry. Here's Harry with it now. Harry in the zone from the high slot, takes a shot off the goalie's glove. He couldn't control it. And Michael was in there looking for a rebound as the goalie didn't control it very well, but ends up covering it. And the Afton fans not real happy about Michael getting into the face of the goalie, but until the whistle blows, you keep playing. Here's the puck back for Cam, a shot from the corner. Rebound right out in front.
That's too bad.
Michael couldn't get a stick on it. Comes back to Cam. Here's another shot toward the goal. That's deflected. Blocked in front. Harry had a whack at it. Puck still out in front. Several bodies all over the place. Puck still out in front of the net. They're digging away at it. It comes out. Tristan in there trying to get it. Puck ends up in the corner. 71 has it for Afton. Plays it ahead for 47, and he'll carry it out of the zone. Tristan dives at him, falls down. Harry tries to get out of the zone, but it's held in. 47 has it there. He throws it in just wide of the net. 68 has it for Afton. 68 tried to center it, gets it to 16, who spun and shot it wide. Puck comes along the boards, and Jack will come away with it for the Mavs. Here come the Mavs on a 3-on-2. And that's sent in just in time. Jack will send it around the boards as the Mavs will change their defensive pairing. Puck comes around behind the net and it's taken there by 68. He plays it up ahead the boards for 83. 83 tried to get ahead for 17. Ends up with the puck back on his stick. Now gives it to 17. 83 with it now. He takes a shot that was blocked and deflected into the corner. 17 behind the net, tries to center it. Nobody there for the Afton. And now we had a whistle as the net was knocked off the moorings there. So a stoppage of play with 4:28 to play in the first period. We'll have a face-off inside the Mavs zone. Off the draw, the puck comes over to 71. He takes a shot that Jackson blocked. Jackson tries to get it ahead. It's held in by 71. He takes a shot that bounces in on Zach. He gloves it and gets it up to Eric. Eric to Sam. Sam plays it ahead. Here's Kellen with the puck. Kellen tried to center it, but his centering pass was blocked. Puck comes into the corner. 71 tries to bring it out. Sam checks him. Puck comes right back into the boards. Eric sends it in on net. Griffin tried a backhand centering pass that was blocked. And Afton able to get it out. Jackson played it up for Griffin, but it's taken away there by 68. 68 plays it into the zone. Jackson over to Eric. Eric ahead to 71. That's Sam. Here's 40 with it for Afton. Now gets around one defender, gets around another. Zach pokes that away into to the side of the boards. Comes back to 28 on the point. Here's a shot that's blocked. Griffin gets it, plays it ahead, but it's held in. Griffin gets it again now. Here's Griffin. Griffin's got a one-on-one, just has to get around one guy. Here's Griffin from the top of the circle. His shot, blocked, save, rebound. And it's underneath the goalie. A great scoring attempt there by Sam. After the initial shot by Griffin, he took it right from the circle.
It's got to be on that fast. It's got to be on there quick, fast, get it in.
That's one thing, this goalie's leaving a lot of rebounds out there for our guys if they can crash the net a little bit quicker. It remains 1-0 Mavs. 3:15 to play in the period. Here's a shot right off the face-off from Cam that was deflected high and wide. Ethan in there digging at it. Tries to play it ahead. Anthony there. Tried to center it for George. George ends up with it behind the net. Avoids one player. Centers it right out in front, but nobody there. Here's Cam pinching in. Tried to stick handle around the defender and didn't get it past. Here's the centering pass is blocked.
You got to dump or shoot that one.
Jack chips it ahead. Ethan plays it ahead for Anthony. Anthony chips it up, and the puck ends up onto the Afton bench. So a face-off will come here right around center ice, over toward the player benches. Out the face-off, several players fight for it. Afton comes away with it. 83 with it in the zone. Right to center, it was blocked. The puck comes back to 44. He sends it in along the boards. Puck still in the zone. It's in the corner. Center's right out in front. 44 almost had it, but it was stripped away by Eric. Here's Michael with the puck now. Michael skating it into the zone. Sends it in deep. Had it taken away. Now they play it up. Here's Afton coming up out of the zone. 16. He was upended by Michael, and we're going to have a penalty for tripping against Michael as he tripped number 16, trying to carry the puck out of the zone. And Afton will go on the first power play of the game with 2:05 to play in the first period. Mavs leading 1-0. Face-off 68, centering pass. That was blocked by Zach. Puck comes out to Kellen. Kellen will send it down the length of the ice, and no icing. Kellen giving chase, but 71's going to get there first. 71 with the puck. Kellen on the forecheck. Comes right to Griffin, but he took a weak shot that was just right out in front, and 71 will bring it back in. He'll skate it into the zone. Here's 71 with a shot that's wide. Off the boards it comes to the side there. 17 tried to get it. Kellen digs it out. Kellen tried to clear it. It's held in by 28. 28 sends it around behind the net. Cam's going to get there first. He'll play it up the boards. That's held in. 68 has it down low. Sends it for 17. 17 with a little move from the bottom of the circle. 2 shots. Both blocked by Zach. Puck still loose right out in front. Oh, and it squirts out wide of the net.
It's like the ref got in the way of that one.
Yeah, but a good job of the ref to keep his eye on the puck. Let's hope he does that on the other end.
Yeah.
Puck in the corner now. 28 with a nice centering pass. That went right through traffic. 71 from the top of the circle. Puts it in right on the net, and that's gloved by Zach. And that'll stop the clock with 56 seconds left in the period and 22 seconds remaining on the Afton power play. Anthony takes the draw. Mavs trying to get it out of the zone. Puck's along the corner there. Anthony comes away. Anthony plays it around. He's chasing after it. He'll get there first. Anthony looking. Has 2 Afton players on it. Now 3 players on it. Penalty's over. 34 seconds left. Puck still behind the net. Several players digging at it. Afton comes away with it. This is 83 with the puck. 83 will skate around George. Here is 83 into the zone, trying to take it all the way. Had it knocked off his stick by Eric. He chases after it behind the net, but Jackson comes away with it. Here comes Jackson. Jackson for George. George lost it momentarily, but gets it back. Sends it in behind the net.
Go Ethan!
Ethan comes in play. Here's Harry with the puck. He lost it, and it's kicked out of the zone as the period comes to an end. 1 period in the books. Mavs get the goal 7 seconds into the game, and they lead it 1-0.